All right. Got my cheesy eggies, got my sausage, got my sushi. Let's eat. Did you guys hear that? Alright YouTube, it's your boy Alextrainschest back here for another video. Right now I'm in my hometown. I'm on my way to meet up with a couple buddies of mine, and we're about to fly out to Reykjavik, Iceland. And when I get there, what I want to do for you guys is check out a couple local climbing gyms. Well, maybe only one local climbing gym, but anyway, we're gonna check out some climbing gyms out there, do some climbing, do some working out, and after that we're gonna go to London, check out some climbing gyms over there. Why not? And then after that we're gonna go to Amsterdam, and I'm gonna check out a climbing gym over there. What's up, dude?
Oh my god.
What's up, bro? Finally made it through security. Holy shit. Check this out. For those of you aviation buffs out there, that's a Boeing 767-300. He has 7-hour and 52-minute flight time into Reykjavik. Alright, y'all, made it to Iceland. It is like 6 in the morning here, and I did not sleep 1 second on the plane, so it's gonna be tough getting through this day, but we're gonna probably go get a meal in, and then get some groceries or something. Oh snap, check out this puffin just crashing through the ceiling right here. Hi. What up, y'all? So just gonna do a voiceover this part. Got to the Airbnb. This is known as the Thor's apartment. That's why we picked it, because of the thunder god Thor. Some nice little candies, and they were nice enough to set out a little bowl of fruit for us and stuff like that. This is a really nice Airbnb. It's a 2-bedroom, single bathroom, and there was also a pull-out couch. So in one of the bedrooms there's bunks, and in the other one there's like a queen bed. And then here's the bathroom. The only thing about this Airbnb that was kind of crazy is the shower was like extremely small. Anyway, after that we went out and explored the city of Reykjavik, which is just a super beautiful city. Plenty of great food, lots of good like sculptures and sites walking around. There's this crazy cathedral right here that we checked out. And then we hit the road the next day, headed over to a volcano that you can actually walk inside, which is pretty crazy. Highly recommend that. So after the night before an amazing dinner and some amazing hot springs, we went to check out this dormant volcano, and this is actually the only volcano in the world where you can descend through the top cone where, you know, magma once like was flowing through, and go inside. And actually that cathedral that was shown earlier in here can actually fit inside this chamber. And there's a lot of crazy lava tubes, a lot of beautiful colors, trippy looking rock, glacial melt coming through. You can kind of see some water droplets, like glacial melt coming through, and just, you know, really cool, crisp, fresh air down here. And if you go to InsideTheVolcano.com, quick plug, you can sign up for a tour down into this volcano. It's a quick, easy hike out there, and you get to see some really awesome stuff. Highlight Iceland for sure. So according to, again, the esteemed tour guide, This down here is a magma chamber, and this is where magma drained out. And unfortunately, we can't go down there now, but apparently sometimes in the summer they can actually go down in there, and if you go far enough, you'll go through this opening right here, and then it'll actually go back up, and you can climb back up to like a little secret chamber over there. So this is the opposite side of the crater. All right, guys, was trying to go to the climbing gym out here in Reykjavik, but the hours are really weird, so I wasn't able to do that. But needless to say, it's not gonna stop me from getting a quick workout in. So I just finished up a really quick like leg and kind of chest workout. Nothing too fancy. Let me show you guys what's going on here. So all you're gonna need for this is just your own suitcase and a stool. I'm using this weird zebra print thing. Exercise number 1, goblet squat with your suitcase. Wrap your arms around and bang out like 30 to 50 of those. The next exercise is going to be a push-up like this. Try to do between 20 and 30 reps, and you get your chest a little bit. Then the third exercise, grab your suitcase, grab the little handle on the side like this, and what you're going to do is in an unbalanced Bulgarian split squat, and you're going to try to do like between 15 and 20 reps on both sides, and repeat this like a few rounds through. Gonna get a good pump. Next day, hop in the car, throw on Immigrant Song from Led Zeppelin since we're in the land of ice and snow, and headed out on a drive over to Hofen in Iceland, which is about, I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 hours away from Reykjavik. But you know, the drive is incredibly scenic, and there's a ton of places to stop and just get good photos or just enjoy the natural beauty of the island. Here is the biggest volcano in Iceland. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because it's pretty complex. And then, of course, there's all these beautiful waterfalls that you can get to. Check out this one. You can actually completely walk around all the way behind. And you'll see here in a second, there's like a little guy, he's like behind the waterfall. And then you get to a super popular waterfall in Iceland called Skogafoss. Now, what's awesome about this waterfall is not only that it's huge, but you can actually like walk up a trail that's on the right hand side and get to the very top of it. And after continuing on the drive and checking a bunch of cool stuff out, finally got to the hotel in Hofen where I filmed another workout. All right, y'all, we just got to our hotel. It's the Hotel Edda in Hofen. And here's the room. The room's actually really nice. Kind of small beds, but it's not a big deal. We knew that coming in. Looks like there's a coffee maker. So one thing to note, if you guys come and stay in this hotel, first off, it smells really good in here, but second off, there's no mini fridge. So if you need to store food, kind of SOL for that. But let's take a look over here. The restroom. So at our Airbnb, the shower was like pretty small, but the shower is like nice size, so that's all good. Nice looking sink. You might see on Google that it says that the bathrooms needs to be updated, but mine's brand new. I don't know about my friends, but all right, guys. So second travel workout for you guys. Well, I guess technically this would be the third travel workout if you count the leg day and China Lake, but I just wanted to share this with you guys because I thought of it on the drive over here. So I'm out here in Hofen, Iceland. There's no hotel gym, and we got here pretty late. It's like, I don't know, 10 at night or something like that around here, or 10:30. And I was gonna take a shower and just go to bed, but I decided, you know what? I really just want to try to get in a quick pump. So I want you to check out these 2 exercises. This is a quick 10-minute workout. Possibly even less, depending on how many reps and sets you want to do. But check this out, right? Exercise number 1, this is an arm workout. Quick bicep curl with your suitcase. So if your suitcase has a handle on top, which almost every single one does, and you can get your hands in between here, get them in between there. You can do this one-handed too, but Alright, so I was doing this. I was set up in front of the mirror so I could check my form. So kind of get a wide stance here so that the suitcase will fit in between your legs. And you're basically just gonna curl it up like this. It's almost like doing a spider curl. Okay? So I did that. So you guys are gonna do that curl 20 reps. Then come over to the bed. Check this out. Set the suitcase up here. If you got a side handle, that's really helpful. If you don't have a side handle, this is gonna be a little bit more difficult. Lay down on the bed, like so. Grab the handle, and now from here, we can do a lay down tricep extension. And for this exercise, unfortunately, it's hard to get the full stretch because the suitcase hits the ground, but that's okay. You can just let it get until it's right above the ground and go out and extend. And if you try and kind of push your hands away from you, like see how I'm pushing them out towards the opposite wall, you can get a really good contraction on the triceps. And then we're gonna do a 5-second lowering, negative each rep. All right. Tricep extension, bicep curl. Alternate between those. 4 to 5 sets. Gonna get a pump out of that, you guys. All right, I'm gonna catch you guys probably on a hike tomorrow. All right, later. Good morning, everybody. I'm here at I think this is the Skaftafell Glacier Lagoon. This is pretty sick. There's like all these crazy icebergs and stuff. There's a cool bridge back over there. We're on our way out to go do like a 12-mile hike. Not in this area, but relatively nearby. We're gonna get to the top of some of the glaciers and get some shots from up there. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the hike. So now that I got a quick moment to talk, just give you guys a couple shots of these icebergs that are floating around in this glacial lagoon because they're really cool. But anyway, so I know it's like in the middle of the video and it's like 12 minutes in, so this is kind of random. But so in this trip, of course, in the beginning, you saw that I was going to I went to Iceland, I went to London, I also went to Amsterdam. And originally I was going to try to lump all that into one video. But I realized that there was just so much content and so much cool stuff to see. So I decided to split it. I'm going to split it up into 3 videos. This is going to be basically part 1, and part 2 is going to be in London, where I actually check out a climbing gym over there and do a quick shoulder workout. And then the last one is going to be in Amsterdam. I actually got 2 climbing gyms visited in Amsterdam, and at one of them I did a leg workout, and at the other one I think I just climbed at the other one. But anyway, yeah, these icebergs are really cool. And now to the hike. We're about to do this hike. It takes approximately 7 hours, 12.5 miles. Elevation gain about 3,500 feet. Here's a trail right here. Walks up the side of the Skaftafell Glacier. Get to the summit at Kristenardigar, or Dar something. And there's like a ton of other trails that aren't shown on this particular map in this area. So if you guys get out to Iceland, strongly recommend checking this out. So we're gonna get started on this hike, and I'm gonna get some footage of the glacier, and catch you guys in a bit. It's beautiful out here, you guys. So, one thing that you can do if you're on vacation and time is tight, it's hard to find a gym, you know, you've been eating basically anything and everything that you want or can handle. I find, one of my favorite things to do anyway is go on a hike, but you know, finding a national park or something like that, or a recreational area where you can do some hiking, some good uphill hiking, is a really good opportunity to kind of get yourself outdoors, hit the trail, burn some calories, and
you know, especially if you find a steep enough ascent, you know, this can be like a really good workout. So I would suggest to you guys who are watching this at home, when you get out and travel, find a good spot to hike. And out here it's gorgeous. Doesn't get much better than this. Look at this. Look at this cornice off in the distance here. How cool is that? So pretty soon here, you can kind of see there's like a ridge line right here, and then these mountains are further off in the distance, and in between the two is a glacier. And we're gonna get some shots of the glacier here in a second. Got it. Imagine 20,000 years ago or something, all these rocks right here just got blasted out of a fucking volcano. Alright guys, check this out. So this trail starts getting really bouldery. All these like crazy looking rocks with all this moss on them, and the trail's marked by these little stakes just sticking out of the ground. Sometimes they're kind of hard to see, but this trail definitely gets 10 out of 10 stars for me. It's just passing, so this section's moderately strenuous, but still got a lot of elevation to go and not too much mileage left. So I think this trail is going to get a lot more difficult coming up here in a second. See this, guys? This is the kind of hikes that I just love. Clouds are up here touching the trail. You can almost see where the trail goes into the clouds. And I don't know if we're gonna get high enough to go above them, but hopefully we do, because it's awesome when you're high enough to go above them, then you descend back in. Just explaining to my friend earlier that there's so much to take in up here. Beautiful moss, rocks, glaciers, intense scenery, lakes. Really get it all here in Iceland. Just when you thought you couldn't see a sicker view of the glacier, then you get to a spot like this. And look at this, you can just see right to the glacial boundary. Just millions and millions of tons of ice with like a layer of like serrated rock at the bottom of it, just slowly carving a hole or a crack in the earth.
What's up, brother?
Right here.
What's up?
Decided to take the high road. Look at this face. This shit is menacing. This big ass boulder right here. Holy fuck. Don't want to get smashed by this fucking thing. Jesus. Almost to the top here. And we just gotta climb over a ridge and we head down the other side. So as it turns out, what I pointed out earlier was a false summit. We're now on the back side of that. Apparently the real summit is actually up here, but I see a trail that goes down from here. There's people hanging out over there. All right, y'all. We're about halfway down. Probably another 3-4-ish miles to go on this hike. Feeling really good, actually. There's all this awesome looking mist around. You can probably see in the background somewhere here, there's the trail that we came from. And I would say this hike is well worth it. you can come up this way and loop around and go down the other way, or you can come up the way you saw in this video and go down this way. But it's just magnificently beautiful up here. And oh, it looks like this other glacier is covered in fog. So normally where all this fog is, to the right of that ridge, there's another glacier that you can see, but unfortunately it looks like all the fog has sat in that valley. But that's okay, because that means the fog was not in the other glacial valley that we inspected earlier. So anyway, guys, come out and you do a nice hike like this. You're gonna get back to your hotel, you're gonna be nice and sore, and this is a good leg workout for you. So let's see what we've done so far. Is we did a little bit of leggies at the Airbnb in Reykjavik. Then last night in the hotel room we did some arms, and perhaps when we get to London we'll try to do some shoulders, or I don't know, maybe tonight. Anyway, catch you guys later.
All right, so that's going to conclude part 1, Iceland. Part 2 will be London. Part 3 will be Amsterdam. Hope you guys got some good ideas of stuff you can do in terms of working out when you're on vacation. Go to Iceland. It's magnificent. And that's going to conclude the working out portion of the video. And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about the guitar riff I played in the beginning, keep watching. If not, don't worry about it. Catch you guys in the next one. All right, guys, so if you made it to this part of the video, I want to just talk a little about the guitar part that I covered in the beginning of this, because I really struggled to play it, and I really struggled to play it at speed. And part of the reason for that is because I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be played on a 7-string guitar. I've only got a 6-string guitar. So if you're going to learn this riff, here's some things that I want to point out about playing it on a 6-string guitar that are going to make it kind of difficult. So really fast, the riff itself is basically just in a D minor arpeggio with an A in the bass note, and an A minor arpeggio with an E in the bass note, and that forms the basis of the two kind of chords that you hear in the beginning of the riff, or in the, in the first part of the riff and the second part of the riff. Okay, so here's the thing that makes it challenging with a 6-string. Okay, so the riff starts out, with. And then we go to, okay, now notice that when I do that part, my right hand, I can simply just do a sweep pick down, like a pull off, and then like a sweep pick down, which is all good, right? But now, if I go and I try to play the A minor arpeggio in the same way, I'm missing a string up here that I'd really want to play. So that to me suggests that this is probably a 7-string riff. And instead, I either have to move the shape down here so I can get that string, or I have to all of a sudden switch my hand position from being up here so I can bar these two notes to down there. Now, in the beginning of the riff, in the part of the riff where there's not like drums and vocals and stuff going on, you'll notice that I played the riff and I kind of did here like almost like just a 3-string like sweep picking kind of technique here, and then I brought it back down here for the A minor chord. Now, the issue with that is when the drums and the vocals and every other instrument kicks in, you'll notice that a lot of this is palm muted, rather than being, it's like every note is picked out, and these notes tend to get a little bit lost in the distortion if you're trying to do this sweep picking thing. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to play it like this, so that every note could really be distinct. So that's all well and good for the D minor part of the riff. But then when you get to the A minor part of the riff, all of a sudden you don't have that, you know, that next string up there, that 7th string. So you got to switch your hand position, but then switch your hand position back in order to play, you know, that part. So, you know, this part, hand switch, and it makes it really challenging to play fast. So, all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're going to try and play this riff, just get a 7-string guitar, man. It's going to be way easier. Otherwise, you struggle through it like me and, you know, make a fool of yourself on YouTube. All right, cool. I'll catch you guys in the next one.